What's up? This is Alex from Mindful Attraction. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what to do when your life is a big mess, right? What do you do? So a lot of people struggle with chaos in their lives. And then there are people who thrive in chaos. And I'm going to show you why they thrive and why some people don't thrive and how you can change your mentality and your way of thinking so that when chaos comes, you thrive in it. You see, and how you even prefer chaos than order. All right, so we're gonna get started with that. Okay, so the first thing you gotta realize is that you have to stop being the one who's controlled by life. You see, when I mean you gotta stop being the one who's controlled. In other words, you gotta stop reacting to the things that life brings you. You see what I'm saying? Instead, you want to gain real power. Real power doesn't come from reacting to events, right? Real power comes from adapting to events and forward thinking. You see, it's being able to see an event, adapt to it, and also see into the future, right? This requires you to have a clear mind and the fearless approach to things. You see, this is how you become fluid. So how do you handle chaos? Simple. The first thing, notice your need to control things and stop that, right? So simply notice your desire to control everything in your life and stop that. Why? Because you want to be able to see change and see chaos as a fun thing rather than something that threatens you, right? But in order for you to get to that place, this comes through experience. In other words, you gotta learn how to adapt and bend to things. Letting go of past strategies and victories is key, or else you reverse back. You see, so the thing is that you usually have a normal reaction to chaos. For the most part, in your case, your reaction to chaos might be resisting chaos. In our case, what I want you to do is notice your need to control and drop it. Notice what happens when you stop trying to control everything. I'm not saying that dropping it will change it. I'm saying that dropping it will give you control. Not because it'll fix the issue, but because it'll put you in a place where you're not reacting to events. You see, that's the first thing. Okay? So also learning to be okay with chaos is what you're going to achieve through this, which allows you to notice the patterns. And that always was eluding you due to your clouded thinking. You see, so by learning how to be okay in chaos, by letting go of wanting to control everything in your life, you're gonna allow yourself to soak in the moment. You're gonna allow yourself to notice the patterns that once eluded you. Because in reality, it's not that chaos isn't really chaos. It's just a set of events that you still haven't understood. You haven't understood the pattern of chaos, because there is patterns. There is a certain pattern in chaos if you learn how to go with it. So you learn how to soak in these moments so that you could get so you can get used to the patterns, but relax, or else you'll close off. You see? Also, when applying strategies, you must be fluid when you apply your strategies as well. Meaning, don't just apply strategies with a closed eye. Apply strategies based on circumstance, based on your environment. You see, a lot of people apply different strategies, a lot of different tactics to their life based on scripted things. But what I want you to do is learn to see what's going on, know your environment, and then base your strategies based on what you have, based on your current resources, not on what you wish you had. See, but in order for that, you gotta learn to be grounded in the moment, grounded in reality. You must learn to see through the surface level of things. And having that ability doesn't require high IQ, but an acute connection to the moment. You're able to see reality without fear. You see through people's manipulations and their fronts, but now you're able to see through the manipulation, and now you have the choice. You see? Do you defend yourself? Are you gonna prepare yourself because you're seeing the attacks coming already, because you're able to read read the behavior properly? You're not being squinted by your emotions, because a lot of the times the attacks that hurt us are the ones that we don't see. But if we're constantly seeing people's manipulations, it's not that we grow fearful, but that you prepare yourself. You see, you prepare yourself because that's really the reality. But if you don't prepare yourself, that means you're dwelling into a certain fantasy. You're trying to think that the world isn't really as fucked up as it really is. And the thing is that this is not a belief system. You see, this is more of a way of seeing the world. A belief system squints your view of the world and reality. Being able to separate yourself from your belief, or better yet, challenge them, will help you see clearer. You see, so it's being able to consistently challenge your assumptions, asking yourself, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about things that you're certain about. Just for the act of being able to think outside of yourself, because you're always stuck in your own belief system, stuck in your own mind. It blinds you from other opportunities. This clarity helps you see the future better, because that's the biggest form of power. The biggest form of power is being able to see the future and prepare for it. When things go wrong, you're able to react appropriately, not based on your own insecurities. This will help make your decision making faster and will put you ahead of your competition. Reacting to the event, not to your perceptions. Not your perception, which is based on your fears. You see, so you're really reacting to what's inside of you. You're not elevating your enemy's power, and you're not diminishing your power. You're seeing everything as it is. This enables you to come up with a strategy that's proper to the situation. You see, so now, when you're able to see reality for what it is, now the strategies that come up from that clear understanding of your environment will be based on your environment. So now when you apply whatever you apply and you actually strategized it based on your environment, one second. Okay. Whatever you do has a higher chance of working. Because it's grounded in reality. It's not grounded on your own little expectation of hopefully that the world is this or that. No. You're saying, okay, how is the world right now? And then you're going to apply something based on what you see. But a lot of times when you're clouded by your own fantasies, you see what you want to see. And you base certain strategies on something that's not there. And then you say to yourself, why are the things that I'm doing not working? Because you're repeating old strategies that worked in the past, but not now. You're not reacting to the moment. You're reacting to your mind. You see, and the problem is that because of that, you're missing out on the most powerful tool that we all have, which is the rational mind. You're not using your mind the right way. You're letting your mind use you. You see? So because when you use your mind the right way, you have this ability to see into the future and formulate patterns that enable you to properly anticipate events. So you're prepared. Nothing catches you off guard. You see? And what knocks us out are the punches that we don't see. So to do this, you must continually wage war on your mind, consistently challenging your assumptions of the world. This connects you to your environment. You'll be merging with reality rather than resisting it. So if something goes wrong in your life, rather than resisting it, you say, okay, something went wrong. What do I have right now? What can I do? What can I not do? You separate that. You focus on what you cannot do, and you ignore what you cannot do. You focus on the resources you have in hand. You formulate your strategies based on your resources. And you formulate your strategies based on what's in front of you. You're seeing things as they are. If you know someone, if someone says, I love you, but their actions don't say so, you focus on the actions more than the words. You base your strategies on the actions, not on the words. If someone says, we'll meet at 6 p.m., and they're always late, you're going to base getting there based on what they've done in the past, not on what you hope for them to do. You see? So also, when your life is in chaos because of people around you, what do you do then? You must, before you control, you must, I gotta say this, when people are fucking with you in your life, right, the most important thing to do is see through their actions, like I said before. Don't listen to their words. Don't listen to the promises. Learn to judge people on their actions, not on what they mean to you. You see? Because what happens is that people control us when we don't know where they stand. If people pose as friends and they're really not friends, we're exposing ourselves to a lot of manipulation. And a lot of times people show who they are, but we just choose not to see it because we hope that that's not the truth. But when you're able to see through the surface and see the true intentions, now nothing catches you off guard. Now you're able to prepare it. Now you're able to set traps in the future. So you got to see through people's maneuvers, what they've done and what you feel they might do in the future. See every act as a grab of power. Be pragmatic. Don't resent. Just defend yourself. So when you're noticing that someone's trying to manipulate you, don't resent that. Just strategize to defend yourself. It's okay. People are trying to grab power all the time. You can't resent that. You just got to go with it. If you resent it, it stunts you. It makes you angry, and anger is not an emotion that could be used for success. It's an emotion that stunts your growth, makes you narrow-minded, and it closes your mind up to other opportunities. By doing this, you'll be able to change your life and your behavior by moving closer to reality, and that means challenging your assumptions on a consistent basis. So again, look, man, to improve your life, the first thing to improve in your life isn't having a fantasy. It's understanding your environment as close as possible, and trying to get to the core things as close as possible. In other words, removing all emotions and seeing everything in bare forms, so that you can formulate proper strategy, and that allows you to have a clear mind. And when bad things happen, you'll be able to react appropriately. And whenever you react appropriately to things, usually the actions and results that come from it is right. But if you're consistently overreacting to problems, then look, man, you're gonna rub a lot of people the wrong way. You're gonna have unnecessary problems, and you're never gonna reap the results you want. And guess what? You're not gonna find out why that's happening. So first step, don't try to fix it. First, try to understand what's going on around you. Try to remove the veil of emotions. After that, the action you take will be proper because it's based on reality. Does that make sense? Like this is something this is just a concept that I'm reading and I'm learning. So it may not make sense when I say it. I gotta keep practicing and to internalize it. But I hope this was something that you guys understood and that could possibly provide some value. All right. A lot of times when I make videos, I think it doesn't make sense, but then I look back, it makes sense. I don't know, right? I'm sorry. It's weird, right? Anyways, it's Alex from Mindful Attraction 2.0. If you guys want one-on-one coaching, you know where to go. And if you guys want to attend my seminars, if you guys want to buy my seminar that I did in London, go check it out. It's a transformational seminar. It's on sale right now. Bye-bye.